Hey, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Welcome back to the Soundproof Homeroom. It's your favorite MC, host with the most, call it Sean. Here with a little paint where it ain't, a little seasoning with some reasoning. Hope y'all feeling good out there. I'm feeling good. How you feeling, AT?
Yeah.
Okay. That explains it. That explains it.
That's the only part I'll be waiting on.
Just to say that.
Just to say that. I'm good, dog. Let's go ahead and get this going.
Yeah, we got a lot to cover, man. I got some serious stuff I need to holler at my folk round the way.
Talk
you know
to
what I'm
me.
talking
I'll
about?
talk back.
Yeah, some of these folks round my way. So shoot, like you said, man, we just gonna jump right.
Dun, dun, dun,
This is a serious situation. All my people in Fulton County.
Uh-oh.
We have an infiltrator. Tiffany Henyard. And before I go any further, I want you to Google Tiffany Henyard at any point in time during this recording. I need you to Google Tiffany Henyard. But I'm going to tell you who she is, and you can find it for yourself. The reason why I say it's Fulton County, she has moved to Atlanta from Dalton, Illinois. We've spoke of her previously. It's been a while, but we spoke about her. She's moved to Atlanta, and she's running for office. She is running for office for district commissioner in Fulton County. I'm going to tell you like this. She was the ex-mayor of Dalton in Illinois. Okay? And supervisor of Thornton Township. Again, Google this. She came to Atlanta, and now she was a Democrat in Illinois. She comes to Atlanta, and now she's running as a Republican because she don't have nobody to run against. So if that don't tell you already, it's finna be a grift going on here. Okay? She just switched just because ain't nobody running against her. But let me tell you some of the stuff on why she's not the mayor of Dalton anymore, okay?
Talk to me.
She was doing a lot of cricket stuff.
Cricket.
Cricket. I'm going to say cricket.
Crooked.
You can say tomato. She was doing some cricket stuff up there in Illinois, okay? The attorney general had to shut down one of her charitable companies, organizations, because the donations weren't going to where they were supposed to go. If the attorney general comes to shut it down, it ain't speculation. Okay. FBI investigated this woman. By 2024, they had 40 active lawsuits against the city that she was over, that she was running. So much that, and I don't know if y'all remember, the board hired Lori Lightfoot from Chicago to come down and investigate her.
I remember that.
You remember that?
I remember that.
So she came down and she was like, yeah, they found excessive spending. They found she was withholding financial information, and she failed to maintain transparency. That's with the board and the people. Now, all of this is with taxpayers' money. All of this is with taxpayers' money. She also had extortion allegations. The extortion allegations, I remember seeing the news clippings. If you didn't support her campaign, she would tell the police to go out and pretty much extort money out of these businesses, or they wouldn't get their licenses and things of that nature. So Fulton County, this lady is now here and she is running. And I implore you all to Google it for yourself, but please do not vote for this woman. And this is why it's important that you pay attention to some of the politics, because this is at ground level. This ain't presidential. This is where it really counts, where the money is coming out your pocket. So y'all Google this stuff up, and please don't vote for that lady. Do not vote for that lady.
You put it out there.
I gotta say it, because she
ain't right.
She terrible. I'm just gonna leave it like that. But yeah, I had to get that off.
Before
we get it, because it's my fault. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know. So yeah, I had to get that off. Moving right along. We talked about this earlier. Michigan coach Sharon Moore
Mm-hmm.
charges what?
You got drop.
Dropped. Charges dropped.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Falsifying
When
evidence,
people lied, dog.
folks lying, to get some more money.
Mm-hmm.
Man, y'all keep y'all nose clean out there, man.
Stay from that pork.
Keep your nose clean. You feel me?
And keep that pork away from you.
Ah, man.
Make your
no,
feet
man.
fat.
Crazy. While we still talking about kind of politics a little bit, Jasmine Crockett, and we meant to touch on this
Yeah, we meant to touch on that
last week. Jasmine Crockett ran for Senate and she lost to this is not James Tallarico.
Mm-hmm.
She only got 40% of the votes. And when it dropped, it was a lot of controversy around it.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things was they were going to the voting polls and telling the people that, hey, you're at the wrong poll, where these people have been voting at these polls forever.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden now they're telling them they're at the wrong poll. So you had stuff like that happening at a couple of voting sessions. And they called that out. That was one of the main things that could definitely sway a decision. But on top of that, I think a lot of it had to do with just the perception of who she was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we're gonna talk about that, and then I'm gonna get into some of the facts after I did some research. What's your thoughts on
it? I mean, just looking into it a little bit that I did, the conflict with the where to go to vote was something that really played a part. You know what I'm saying? They changed it up. Then she tried to get the time extended to 9:00 for people to vote. So with that, voter interference is how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that it would help her win, but it does look a little shady.
Mm-hmm.
Not taken away from Tallarico from what I read on Dog. He has the appearance of what Texas represents, if I could put it that way. And it was time they felt to make a change based on things they didn't like about her saying in her running for election. Do I think who she is as a person played a part? Kind of. Like, it's one thing to get your point across and things. You constantly. I can't say she wasn't trying to call out people, but sometimes you could be your worst enemy in that by trying to call people out, because it's like she was unhinged at times. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was really she was going at people really, really hard. And not saying she was wrong.
Okay.
But in some eyes, you wrong just because who you are, and you constantly do it. You know what I'm saying? I had asked somebody a while ago about Jasmine Crockett. I said, what has she done? I said, besides really just bring notice of what the things that's going on in Congress. Like, but what has she done?
She was a defense attorney.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, what has she done? Like, when it comes down to her, do we concentrate? Like, do we see her accomplishments, or we just see this loud lady that's part of the Senate?
Well, I think in her position is she has to bring everything to the floor. So
she's supposed to, but it's the way you do it.
Right. So let me ask you this. If it were a white woman, do you think it would have been a different persona about her?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think a white woman would ever come like that. Not the way Jasmine was coming.
They have some that they jabs us a little bit softer, but
it's more.
And it's usually the older ones they've been there and they're not trying to move up.
I'm saying, like, I haven't seen a white woman be so aggressive.
There's some out there. There's a few of them, but they're older and they've been in that space and they're not trying to
see. But you saying because of this and that, I haven't seen it at all.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? With being that aggressive, talking to your colleagues, you know what I'm saying, calling them out and things like that. I've never seen it. I think they attack is more cerebral. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna get you, but they gonna get you in moments when you might be accepting an award or something. Then they talking about you feel upset.
I have to. I'm gonna find some
Like,
videos
yeah,
and show them to you. Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
but hers has been consistent though. Like theirs
There
come in
through the whole
spurts.
through the whole
Hers is
yeah,
consistent.
every time.
Yeah.
And so it's like I said, at some point, can you become your own worst enemy? You know,
Right.
Uh,
Oh,
do,
I'm sorry. Go
do I
ahead.
think that played a part? I mean, yeah,
Mm.
I think her who she is. I mean, even at the point where black women saying enough, like we tired of hearing her.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. I was disgusted at the mostly black men that was coming out and uh, chastising her, almost like picking fun at her because she lost. And it was like, I don't understand how you consider yourself a man and want to kick a black woman down when she's trying to do something better.
if
And it comes to me, that's when it comes down to political parties and this and that. And half of these guys, they probably don't even vote, but they go online and they just denigrate any Democrat. You know what I mean? Not because of who they are as a person or what they're trying to do, just because if they don't fit into whatever, box they want them to fit them into, then they make a point to go in and just kind of denigrate every little thing that this person does. And Jasmine Crockett was one of those people where I saw plenty of brothers would get on there and just kind of laughing at her and all this stuff when she lost. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Like,
could it be a case of right message, wrong person, wrong messenger?
I
Some,
probably, probably,
so I mean, uh,
probably.
to be a to be sitting on the other side of that and she lost is kind of like you laughing at her because you don't even associate with her kind of people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody laughing at her because she lost because they don't. She's the kind of black woman a lot of black men are scared.
Afraid
Yeah,
of.
they're
Yeah.
afraid of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I can see them laughing at her because of that. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying? Nobody's
right.
challenging her knowledge,
Right.
her
Right.
achievements and things, but they
Right.
don't like the loud shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of situations, the loud shit ain't gonna get it done, man. Like
Mm,
you gotta play the game the way it is meant to be played to go somewhere.
mm.
Imagine if Barack was up there like that. It
Yeah. When I.
wouldn't have
Mm,
went over well.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We might identify with it, but that
Right.
don't mean it's right that we identify with it. But it might have been something that we came up. It was
Mm,
like, oh man, my mom always told like that. You know
right.
what I'm saying?
There's
Like,
a time and place for
yeah, you know
everything.
what I'm saying. And I think she might have her time
Mm.
and her place ran out.
Eh. Well, when I dug deeper, and like you said, Mike Tallarico, he's pretty much what they need anyway, the Democrats. So it wasn't like a loss for the party. It
Yeah,
was
it's all
just
all Democratic win.
so what happened was when I looked into it and really looked at the stats of what Jasmine did or lack thereof, she ran her campaign wrong. So what she did was Tallarico started 2 months before she did. And Tallarico raised a lot of money
Mhm.
in the Latino community.
Absolutely.
She more so focused on the black vote. You're
Mhm.
in Texas.
In Texas.
So with that alone was where most of the Latino votes went to
I
Tallarico.
think she like Austin, she got demolished.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then on top of that, they said whenever, like, if she didn't do any like what they call it, like where they go and they just speak and they just raise money, like fundraisers.
Yeah.
She didn't do any of that. So she was going to like bars and restaurants and she was doing like hometown type,
Yeah.
you know, comfortable in your house. And it's like you said, time and place. When you come into this arena, you have to do
Yep.
these
Yeah.
things to get that money up.
Yeah.
So she didn't have the money for advertising and things of this nature because she didn't do what Tallarico did, which is the standard for when you're running for office
Yeah.
to have these fundraisers, to have this, to put money here, put it. She did it kind of like she wanted to try to like on the porch, kind of like that, and
Ain't
it
going
didn't
for
work for her,
yeah.
you
Didn't work
know.
for her. I
So
get
it
it.
wasn't just on top of the voting situation,
Yeah.
So, but shout out to Jasmine Crockett. I'm a huge fan of yours. Keep doing what you're doing. Um, I honestly believe you learn more from your losses,
Mm.
and you're gonna be better. And just stay with it.
Yeah.
Just stay with it. So yeah. All right, moving on. Moving on. Atlanta Hawks and the NBA. They decided, well, the NBA decided that Magic City Night was not going to happen. They canceled it last week, and I read the memo, but it was some PR. Oh, we just decided not to do it. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on that, man?
Great idea. Yeah, I knew that shit wasn't gonna happen, man.
Man, we were so close.
Yeah, I knew that shit wasn't gonna happen.
So
man.
close.
Once that white man came out and said what he said, man, it was over with.
So right.
Yeah, once he came out and said what he said
In San
it
Antonio.
it was over with. You know what I'm saying? Good try. I'm glad the people that supported it, still trying. They still say they going down there and showing out.
Yeah, they don't buy that ticket.
Yeah, they said they still going down there. So, but I mean, it's tough, man. It's a tough sell. Chicken. You can talk chicken wings and uh, empowerment of women all day, but at the end of the day, that place known for shaking ass on the stage. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, good try. You know what I'm saying? I was happy for the people of Atlanta just for standing up for it. Especially the ones that's into that. I think you got to be in Vegas for something like that to happen. I just think they ain't going for that, man. Like, now if the Bunny Ranch came out and said,
come on now,
they was gonna do it, I bet it would have went over.
Come on now.
If the Bunny Ranch said it,
just wait, because they finna get an NBA team in Vegas.
No, but it's about to be a lot going on behind it. This not over yet, because have people out here really with a good point. They saying, we supporting liquor, we supporting gambling. We got the alphabet people.
Mm-hmm.
They can have a night. Why can't we have this night? So I think it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be some protests when it comes to all these other things down there. That I think it's gonna happen, and I ain't mad at it. I think they should. I don't want to see Saucy Santana when I go down there.
No,
you know what I'm saying. Like,
and I think the promotion was wrong because all they were doing with the wings and the hoodie.
Yeah,
that's all.
I mean, they played on the word.
Yeah,
they played on the word and it backfired.
Yeah, so they should have been better with the promotion as opposed to just saying Magic City Night.
Absolutely, because the first thing people think of Magic City.
Right.
Well, okay, so I mean,
and a lot of people go to Magic City for the wings. So, but that ain't the main reason. But
I mean, some people they go to eat and they leave.
Yeah, I mean, lunchtime specials be like that,
right?
You know what I mean? So
but I think if I'm a parent, as a parent, if I had little children, yeah, congratulations for getting it shut down. As an adult, a heterosexual adult, y'all some haters, man. God damn.
I wasn't happy.
And I wasn't even going. You know what I'm saying? But
I didn't like that.
Yeah, I just don't like the fact that we can't express culture. Because some people frown upon it, but we have to embrace culture that we frown upon.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I mean, y'all gotta pick y'all poison on that. I think the NBA need to, if this what y'all gonna be on, y'all need to get rid of all of it.
Yeah. And I just say that to the world. Like, I think it's a lot of things that they want the world to raise the kids. And it starts at home.
Right.
Like, some stuff you have as a parent, you say, no, we not gonna do that. That ain't for us. And they be like, oh, daddy, why is that lady standing on the corner with these tight clothes on?
Right.
She's working, but that's something I'll tell you when we get home. We don't, that's not something you need to engage in.
She's a lady of leisure.
Right. So it's sometimes where it's okay to be like, no, that's not what we doing. Now, when you get of age and you decide to do whatever you want to do, that's fine. But as a kid, I mean, as a parent of a child, and you see Magic City Night, and you was gonna take your kid, you say, "Nah, we can't go to that game."
Yeah, we can't go to that game.
That's it.
I think me and the fellas gonna go though.
You know what I'm saying? And tonight they have kids' night. Tonight is kids' night.
You see what I'm saying?
So and it's Saturday. You feel me? So it's like you got to pick and choose, like you said, because you are pushing gambling, you are pushing alcohol, you do have Pride Night, and things of this nature that is still pushing all of these things that y'all say are immoral on everybody, and not pushing, but it's out there for whoever wants to consume it to consume it. So what's wrong with the same thing with wings and the name? And that's what the problem is for me. And I'm disappointed in the NBA for crumbling. I'm surprised it got that far, to be honest. And when it got that far, I thought it was going to happen. And they actually, the owner, he was on one of the radio stations the other day, and he was speaking about it. And he said his son was the one that bought it to him. And he was like, man, I ain't finna do that, man. Y'all crazy. You know, they ain't gonna go for that. So his son went ahead, put it together. He was like, come on, man, we get it. So he's like, all right, go ahead and run it. And that's how I got started. So when everything went down and it fell, and he said he found out, he said he wasn't disappointed. He said, you know, that's just how the system goes. He said, I've been through this
Oh yeah, he
million
probably
times.
absolutely.
He said, I'm
this ain't
used
new
to
for
it.
him.
Yeah. So he was just like, you know, people got to do what's best for them in their business.
That's
So
all.
I
Yeah, he got
understand.
it. Yeah.
So, you know, it is what it is. But
Hating ass.
yeah, that's all I got to say on that one. All right, why are we talking about the NBA? It wasn't even a record, bro. Somebody made a mark, a new mark.
Man broke a record, though.
No, he didn't. The record is 100 points. He moved up. Bam Adebayo. He scored 83 points against the Wizards a couple nights ago, which put him at second for the highest scoring points in one game behind Wilt Chamberlain. He surpassed Kobe. So the argument immediately came that people don't respect this 83 points over Kobe's 81 points. What's your thoughts on this?
I watched that game, man.
You watched the whole game?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You was bored.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, fantasy basketball behind me watching crazy games. You can't take away from the fact that he did score 83 points. He still had to shoot the ball. He still had to, you know, he had to make the buckets. The way it looked in the fourth quarter, it was tacky. It was very tacky how they was. It seemed like the other team was just trying to help him get it. You know what I'm saying? Like it got tacky. It got disrespectful to the game. For a guy that's probably never scored 30 to get 83.
His high was 42 before that.
Yeah, I ain't see that game. You know
I looked up the stats.
It's so crazy because I was just on the phone with my cousin that night of before the game came on. I was like, dog a bum, man. Like an aspect of
who, Bam?
Yeah.
I like Bam. I like his game, but I'm gonna let you finish that.
Like he ain't nobody. I'm be like, yo, I need Bam on my team. But you know what I'm saying? That's just me. He broke it. I mean, he broke Kobe's 81. I mean, y'all, it ain't going nowhere, so you might as well just get over it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For me, it's more so again, he did it. That's a feat in itself that he did it. Do I respect it the same way I respected Kobe's? No. And I say that because we have the argument all the time about, are we talking stats or are we talking about the impact of who this player was or what this player did? Kobe's 81 points, they were down. It was a game.
Yeah, they was against the worst defense in the league.
They was down though.
I'm just saying.
And he had to fight. And let's go over field goals. I'm gonna break it down because I did the work. I did the work. I got the stats. Okay, let's go over the stats real quick. Let's go over the stats.
Go get it all. I knew you were gonna do this. So I was prepared for you today.
Bam, he went 20 for 43 from the field. Kobe did 28 for 46 from the field. All right. Bam shot 7 for 22 threes. Bam is a power forward center.
Yeah.
Today's game, that's okay for a center to shoot 22 threes.
Yeah.
That's okay. Kobe was 7 for 13. Free throws. Bam hit 36 for 43. This guy went to the line at least 22 times. Kobe, 18 for 20. Oh my God. Bam had 9 rebounds. Kobe had 6 rebounds. Bam had 3 assists. Kobe had 2 assists. Bam had 2 steals. Kobe had 3 steals. Bam had 2 blocks. Kobe had 1 block. The final score.
Bam stat line look better.
Yeah. Okay. The final score, because them free throws it's a little shaky. The final score for the Wizards and Miami Heat was 150-129. Final score for Kobe and Toronto was 122-104.
I think everybody's problem is why he didn't get pulled out the game. You know what I'm saying? Instead of chasing that record, the game had been over already.
Right.
Why didn't you pull him out the game? Was that the unspoken rule of basketball? You know, team getting blown out, you pull your starters, whatever.
So when you get close to a record like that, is it okay for the league to just say, "Hey, green light it"? So everybody get on board, keep fouling this man so he can get these points, or keep Olay in the defense.
I would hate that if that's true, but I wouldn't say it's far fetched. You know what I'm saying? Like the NBA needs something to keep the ratings on,
and that's why I think it happened.
I don't think they're gonna pick Miami and Washington if they need some ratings, bro.
Well, what happened was, now he showed off in the first quarter. He had 31 in the first quarter. Yeah. So at that point, I no argument.
Give him a shot.
He did it. So at that point, if he can average another 15, 20, he could do it. So, right. But to just give it to him, though, that's a whole nother thing for me.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's like all credit due to Bam, but still nobody's going to remember any of the shots from that game. But you can remember the fadeaways, the shots that Kobe going to the rim. You can remember when Kobe was doing his thing.
Somebody somewhere sitting somebody. I remember when Bam was doing this thing.
Ain't nobody gonna say that. Ain't no, and I like Bam. I really like Bam, but I ain't nobody gonna say that. That
Bam was shooting that thing, though.
Nah, man. Yeah, he was shooting it. He was shooting it. Another sports related subject that I haven't seen before, and I might be wrong, and I'm excited about it. Max Crosby, welcome back home. Welcome back home, Max Crosby. I'm glad the trade didn't go through. They went over the Raiders traded Max Crosby to the Ravens for 2 first-round draft picks. When Max went out there for his physical, they said he failed. Sent them back, said, you know what? Nah, we're not going to do the trade. Now, the issue I have with it is everybody knew that follows football, that Max set out the Raiders sat Max the last 2 games of the season last year because he needed surgery. And he went ahead and he had the surgery. So you were aware of this. The league is aware that he was healing from surgery. So for you to make that trade and then recant it and say it was a physical, just say, hey, man, we gave up too much. We shouldn't have did that. Just say that. But we came out on top because we got their center too. So Max was like a Trojan horse. Went in there. We got the best center in the game. Came up out of there and got Max back. And we was able to sign all our free agents.
Yeah, y'all had like $200 million in cap.
Yeah. So I'm happy. I'm excited. Yeah. It's been a while.
What y'all went 3 games last year?
3 games. Yeah, I got a lot to be happy about.
Don't be too excited.
But y'all lost Montgomery too.
That's true. We traded. We didn't lose. We traded.
Okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
What's your thoughts on how the Ravens handled that situation?
It's a business, man. Okay. And something didn't look right in the physical, man. You gotta go back.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I got.
All right. Let's ask some personal questions, man.
He don't want to talk about it.
No, I'm happy. I don't care what nobody say. I'm happy with what happened.
And it ain't guaranteed he gonna be with y'all still here.
No, he already signed.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. Hey, man, we got that. We ain't got that signed locked up.
Yeah, over there signed.
Yeah, we got.
We gave you a chance to get out there, bro. It didn't work.
He came back to a whole new team because we had signed all them other free agents. Yeah. So when he came back, he got a whole new defensive squad.
Oh, okay.
Whole squad. Okay. We're going to be nasty. Anyway.
6 games.
8. I give us 8. I'm going to give us 8. Anyway, this question, this is something I always think about. And I think about it because I see people be moving weird sometimes. if your homeboy, let's say if I was with somebody and she took a shot at you, would you tell me?
Take a shot at me? How?
Like,
She tried to talk to me?
and yeah, but
Absolutely.
slick. You know what I'm saying? Not like, hey, not like, hey, I'm trying to see what's up, but more so like, man, shoot, we need to go hang out sometime.
No,
Okay.
because I'm gonna shut it down. I probably won't be around her no more. Though.
Mm,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
So would you say something to me though?
Where y'all at in y'all relationship? Is this new to you? Is this something you really fucking with, or this something you just
Um, let's say we
like? Let's
good,
say
we
you
solid.
let's say you really like her. I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
If I know you just
It's
playing
just
around
what
and
it is.
shit, I ain't
Yeah.
gonna say nothing. But I ain't gonna be around her either.
Okay. Yeah, I struggle with that because I've been in situations to where, well, I haven't been in situations, but I remember talking to somebody and seeing their significant other out with somebody else. And I told them, and they was like, "Oh yeah, I was doing my thing at that time too." So I said, "You know what? Let me mind my business." You know what I'm saying? But also, like you said, for me, not to even dust up any kind of feelings between, what if he lying to me? Can I trust her anymore? Or any of that. I probably wouldn't say anything, but I wouldn't want to be around. And I'm gonna shut it down immediately.
I just, me, I don't hang around when y'all with y'all ladies or whatever y'all. I ain't nowhere around. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with the double dating and all that.
Mm.
So I tend to not even run into them situations because I don't.
It's happened to me a few times.
Yeah, I don't even be in that kind of. I'm straight.
Actually, it was the newlyweds.
Yeah, they were swingers. Nigga. They just
Nah,
they
the
trying to
dude
get
didn't
you to
know.
get down.
And he was my homeboy. Well, he still is my homeboy.
Yeah,
And he was a newlywed, and I was like, and I
yeah.
looked to the person. I said, "Did you hear what she just said?"
And then you know what I'm saying. You don't know where people are at in their relationship where they might be comfortable with. And we can just hang out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I hate to say it like this, but like as I move down here, I see that more than I ever seen it back at the crib. Like I'm not used to. I'm still not used to it where. Like my girl will have her number in your phone and you know what I'm saying? Like that. I'm not used to that kind of
Okay.
activity. Like we don't blend the two like that. You know what I'm saying? Like so, but I noticed when I got down here, it's a lot of that where y'all just interact like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just be looking at it weird. Just be like,
I
nah,
think it's more so like, for me, it's like when you marry and I know y'all solid, then it's more so of a family thing at that point.
yeah,
So for me, it's like, so say if, let's say if you was married and your girl, I mean, y'all was married and I had her number, and say if I was trying to get in touch with you, and let's just say we just left the club and you just sloppy drunk, and I'm like, hey, he hit me up, boom, boom, I hear, hey, you saw, oh yeah, he right here, look out here,
I don't know.
you know what I'm saying?
I would never want that. I would never want you to call my lady for nothing.
Mm,
Like that's just me though. You know what I'm
okay,
saying? There's no reason for you to call my lady.
okay,
If I ended up in jail or something, you gonna find out because I'm gonna call her. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if I'm fucked up out here, blah blah blah, whatever,
right,
whatever. But I'm not leaving no room for you to call my lady for nothing.
mm,
Like, there's no reason why. Even if she trying to get a party for me or something,
right,
nah.
hmm.
Like I just my homeboy had a party. Shout out to him and his wife, and she used me through social media though.
Okay, yeah,
You
that's,
know what I'm saying?
yeah,
To, invite people to all that. But there was
mhm,
never a number exchange.
okay,
Never. Because I don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? And I keep the whole dialogue until the mission is accomplished, and then I
mhm,
erase everything.
okay,
You know what I'm saying? But it's never a time for me that I feel like I need to call your lady.
hmm,
I just don't even. It ain't even about me controlling myself. I don't move like that.
hmm,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even have let me see, I got my sister-in-law. I got my sister-in-law number in my phone. Yeah, I got my sister-in-law number in my phone.
mhm,
But only time I really use it is happy birthday,
yeah,
holidays, things like that.
yeah,
But I don't just call my sister-in-law and be like, "Hey, what's going on? What you doing?" I don't never do that.
Yeah.
Like I'm just not that kind of guy.
Yeah, and I move the same way,
Yeah,
but
I just
I'm more on the other side of it. I would prefer to have because at that point you family. Like it ain't gonna be now. Like you said, if you start texting me like, "Hey, what you doing?" No, what? No, get off my phone.
that's what I'm saying. Like I don't even want that to even. It's not gonna even be an option. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like I'm not open. I'm your friend. I'm not your girl's friend.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's no reason for us to even be like I don't even interact like that. Like
Mm,
you've been around me enough to know like I might speak to your ladies, whatever, whatever,
mm,
but I ain't sitting around talking to them.
right.
You know what I'm saying? You'll never say Ralph did. It was never a misconstrued moment with me and your lady.
Mm,
Never.
right. Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
Right.
I ain't used to that. I got one homeboy. His girl might sit in the room with us. I'd be like,
Yeah.
yo,
Now that's
yeah,
weird.
it's crazy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, yo, she ain't got shit to do. You know what I'm
And
saying?
most I say most mature women know like when fellas
Yeah.
let fellas
I just got it
do
from
their
my
thing.
grandfather. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? When men into the room, my grandmother got up,
Hmm.
she went in the back, went downstairs, whatever she had to do.
Right. And I ain't sitting around you and your girlfriend.
Yeah, you
I'm
know,
out of here.
yeah, like it's just weird behavior for me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like if I see her out or something,
Mm.
I don't even know if I'm gonna speak, bro. To
Now
be
wait a
honest,
minute. Now
for
that's
real.
what. Well, now why all that?
If I'm not gonna make a effort to speak to her, if we get that close to eye contact, you know what I'm saying?
Uh,
But I ain't going over there to speak and all that. I
no,
ain't.
I ain't
I just.
jumping no lines to speak to
That's what I'm
nobody.
saying. Like I just.
But
But I know some dudes that do.
oh no.
You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, damn, like you blowing up her spot. You never know what she had going. You know what I'm saying?
Have you had any situations where you felt like somebody in your circle was one of them tight cats that would snake you? You know what I mean for your lady.
I had a homeboy who he thought my girl was attractive. And you could just tell like he thought she was attractive. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? But there was nothing other than that. But you could tell that he thought she was attractive. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? And it took her to tell me, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at this. You know what I'm saying? She showed me some shit, but it was just all social media shit. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And I just
Yeah.
was like, I talked to him.
Yeah.
I ain't never say nothing to him. I was just like, whatever.
Right.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah. Cause I feel like when you start doing stuff like that, um, it could convolute the actual friendship to the point to where dang, and just me personally, can I really trust this dude like that? And even when it get to that point, I probably won't even I know I won't say anything, but I'm gonna make sure I keep you at a safe distance when it comes to stuff like
It's
that.
not even that because you should never take somebody around your girl that you don't trust anyway.
Um,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly. Right.
So for me, it's just a thing of I'm just not that kind of guy. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Like if you see me out with my lady or with a lady or something like that, I'm gonna speak to you. What up, my dog? Blah blah blah.
mm,
I might introduce her. I might not.
mm.
You know what I'm saying? It all depends on what we got going.
So
And
this
then
no, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm pushing on. But ain't gonna be no nah, man. Let's get a drink after this. Ain't none of that for me.
All right.
Nothing.
So if you knew somebody, say you was cool with somebody, and he was the type of person because this actually happened to me. I was dating this girl, and me and my one of my other homegirls was asking her like, "Would you date one of your closest friends' ex?" And she was like, "Yeah, I don't see a problem in it if they like okay with it. Would you be comfortable with?"
How many years that went by?
I don't it don't matter to me
It all
because we had this
depends.
conversation
Yeah,
before.
it all
Because
depends.
it don't matter to
Don't
me,
tell me this
man,
was your ex in
because
high school, bro.
hey,
Like
it
I
don't
ain't
matter.
trying to
I'm
hear
real
that shit.
selfish, so it's
Yeah,
like,
see, I'm yeah.
nah. That's how I
You
feel. Like if I tell you, hey, bro, nah, me and her used to talk, you be like, all right, cool. And then I see y'all at the restaurant, and I be like, hey, bro, what
you because
the?
because dudes be lying. You might be like, we used to talk. Yeah, 30 years ago. Or or y'all tried to talk and it didn't work.
But what if they got it in though?
I
If
mean,
they,
years went by. Like I look at it like this, dog. I look at it
mm-hmm,
like this. Let's say I meet a girl you used to talk to, right?
uh-huh,
I didn't know neither one of y'all when I moved down here. And
right,
I just happened to see her out.
mm-hmm,
And me and her, we exchanged numbers. Then it come to find out she knows you.
right.
Am I supposed to leave her alone?
No, You met on circumstance at that
That's
point.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But what if I walk in the door with a chick and you be like, damn, like, what if you that guy that you out here? Like, because it might be a chance if you out here, it's a lot of women that I might end up running into that you done had a run-in with. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, what am I supposed to do with this? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn,
bro,
dog, you hit
got,
this one too.
You
Like,
got all the color points.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what am I supposed to do with this? You know what I'm saying? Eventually, you know what I'm saying? Like, you were like, yeah, what's up, Candace? Like, you know her too? Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I always tell people, man, hey man, y'all gotta do what y'all gonna do, man.
Oh man.
Cause you know what it be? It be the brothers that's in relationships that'll be like, yo, man, I used to talk to her. My nigga, you in a whole relationship.
Yeah.
Don't matter
like
what that.
that.
Yeah, like that's what you think you gonna double back? Like,
right. Nah.
But I'm just glad me and my brothers, like me, you, Flex, we don't count Crosby married. You know, Hashim, my brother, like none of us have the same taste in women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's even better for me. But I just don't blend like that. I just think that's and what if like you know me, man, what if your girl say something crazy and I check her? That's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I might be joking, but I embarrass her.
Right.
Like you got to deal with it because you can't even laugh. And if you laugh, that open up
in front of that. And then I'd be like, hey, I got to take care of the house.
Like, come on, man. And then so now I'm looking like, but you know I wasn't wrong. And you be like, yeah, but I can't get involved.
Like, I'm finna go smoke. Ralph gonna be there.
Yeah,
nah, you can't go.
Like, but I got friends like that now. You know what I'm saying? Where I know the vibe between me and they lady based on some shit he might have did. And my name just I could, you know, how motherfuckers might be with you, but not with you. You know what I'm saying? See the world at work, be like, hey, dog, I was with you last night. Like, say what? All right. You know what I'm saying?
And you see her, she mean mugging you.
Yeah, and you don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? To avoid all that, I'm good.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. What you got, bro?
Your pastor told you could go back to Target. You forgot all about that.
I forgot all about Pastor Brian.
But Tamika said, stay y'all ass up out of that Target.
Real quick.
She said, that ain't had nothing to do with us. That had to do with him. That's what Tamika said.
Yeah. And you know when I see that, yeah, from what he was saying, Pastor Jamal Bryant said, hey, he said the fast is over. I said that this dude don't lost his mind.
Hey, man.
He been sold.
Game is to be
he done been
sold,
bought. Yeah, he done been bought.
Yeah.
It was never a fast, okay? And Tamika Mallory came out and she said, look, I sat down with the CEO, spoke to him, told him where we coming from. And she said all they did was do an internal apology within the company.
Absolutely.
She said we need a public
apology.
And y'all still need to put back these DEI initiatives back into place. Other than that, we done with Target. And I stand with her on that. We done with and I wasn't already shopping there, so that's that.
Your pastor said
that ain't my pastor.
You can go back in there. I got a question though, dog.
Yeah.
And this might ruffle some feathers, but it is what it is.
Okay.
Tithing can be handled with physical effort. It doesn't have to be a cash deposit or whatever donation.
Right.
Why did that never mentioned when it's time to tithe? Like I can get my 10%. Like let's say you got a bake sale, and I said, "Well, I ain't gonna give no money. I'm gonna go out here and help with the bake sale. I don't need my W-2 for that, do I?"
No,
I'm just asking a question because I was sitting at the crib and I was thinking, I was like, well, I remember my grandmother said, everything ain't all effort is not financial.
Right.
She said sometimes because my grandmother was, very much a lady of her community.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Soup kitchens, bake sales, all that. Like my grandmother was the poster child for that. You know what I'm saying? Poster grandma, whatever. But I remember her saying that. She said, because everybody can't give you money, but they can, time is something that if people could do, they would give you that versus giving you their money. But why they never say that in the church, though? I'm just asking. Like, I never heard nobody say, hey, I know you ain't did nothing on Saturday. You come out here and help clean, let's go around and, pick up trash in the neighborhood and, I'll never hear that, but I always hear about the money.
Tithing.
Yeah.
Since you want to ruffle feathers,
I'm just
since you want to ruffle
I'm
feathers,
just asking.
I'm gonna play something. I think it's probably like 2 or 3 minutes long. Shout out to Nitra for sending me this, and I wasn't going. I kept this for myself.
I'm just asking a
So,
question, brother.
and at the end, he's gonna talk about the tithe.
Okay.
So let's let's get into this real quick.
Leopold. You heard of him?
Yes, not good things.
Not good thing. There's nothing good about King Leopold. Well, you have this. I printed it out. There was this is a letter that he gave to all the missionaries that were going to the Congo. One of the letters was left in an old Bible, and a black pastor bought the Bible, and that letter was in it. So he printed it, and it's on the internet. And what's interesting, what he told the missionaries, and it goes for all churches. Where is it?
We'll put this on the screen.
It says, "You will find many other books which will be given to you at the end of this conference. Evangelize the so that they stay forever in submission to the white colonialists, so they never revolt against the restraints they are undergoing. Your action will be directed essentially to the younger ones, for they won't revolt when a recommendation of the priest is contradictory to their parents' teachings. The children have to learn to obey what the missionary recommends, who is the father of their soul. You must singularly insist on their total submission and obedience. Avoid developing the spirit in the schools. Teach students to read and not to reason." That's what I wanted to get to. So what the missionaries did, they taught Africans to read, but not to reason.
Sorry, I'm just seeing this line. Recite every day, happy are those who are weeping, because the kingdom of God is for them.
Yes. They would use Matthew 5, the Beatitudes, to manipulate. And this is how they were successful in Africa. Okay. They were very successful in colonizing them. So after King Leopold, you had the the Belgian Conference, where the scramble for Africa, where they divided Africa up amongst countries, Spain, Portugal, the United Kingdom, Britain. That's what they did. And they used the church to do it. The church was paramount in the manipulation of Black people. Okay.
Sorry, do you mind just reading? There's a lot here. Do you mind reading it from just maybe this page, just so everyone can just hear these last 2 pages, if we can?
Okay.
I'll
start the bottom part. I'll read the top, then jump down to the bottom. Convert always the Blacks by using the whip. Keep their women in 9 months of submission to work freely for us. Force them to pay you in sign of recognition, goats, chicken, or eggs every time you visit their villages. Make sure that never become rich. Sing every day that it's impossible for the rich to enter heaven. Make them pay tax each week at Sunday Mass. You know what we call that today? Tithes.
Offering.
Yes, that's what it gets to 10%. Because in the Bible, tithes was never money, but they changed it into money. I'll jump down.
So you're gonna get us shut down.
We can stop there. That was the point that I wanted to get to.
No, I was sitting with that because I was thinking about my grandmother that day, and how she did both. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother was very much into the church. You know what I'm saying? And she did both. She gave her 10%, but she gave her time as well. But I never, just the times when I grew up, going to church or whatever. I never heard nobody say nothing about your time can be used as tithe. It's just always an envelope get passed around, because I would love to just, it'll come around and then I put a note in there like I see on Saturday for the car wash.
For the fish fry.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's Friday. You know what I'm saying? But I just, I have so many questions, man. And I'm not here to disrespect nobody and their beliefs, but I do have, questions. And if you have the answer to this, please, for supporting this show, if you watched it, answer the question on the in the comments. You know what I'm saying?
And I've asked this question to multiple people that I know that are within the church, and of course they say, it's to fund the building and this and that because it's a nonprofit, which means it's not taxed. But the money comes from the people that go to this church. And so I think I don't know how it works completely, but I don't know if it's fully paid for by the members of the church to pay for the building and the electricity and the. Is that what it is?
You ain't about to get me in this with you.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know. And the people that I asked, that's what they say. That's what they're paying for. That they're
The
paying for
building
the
fund.
building.
Yeah, the building
Yeah,
fund.
and
Yeah.
all that. So that's again. You started it.
I'm just saying, like I know a lot of carpenters, you know what I'm saying? So if the roof leaking, why we ain't saying, yo, anybody got any carpenters in the family? Anybody got in the community they know that they can,
come hook us up.
come hook us up. You know what I'm saying? Why did all we still
But you
this
gotta
plate
come with
gotta
that.
go
You
around?
got to come with that 10%.
But I get that though. But just me being who I am, if I was asked to come to, if I was a carpenter
Mm.
and a church called me, you know what I'm saying? Yo, we got a little issue around here. Can you come look and estimate it, whatever? And if I can fix it, I can't see myself charging a church.
What if you got to buy equipment? If you have to pay for it out of your pocket as far as equipment and stuff like that.
Some things come back to you.
Okay.
Just you know what I'm saying, without you even happen to ask for it.
Doesn't matter the size of the job.
I mean, we're not gonna be crazy, but if I can lend my services that way, and my skills, I can't see myself
turning that down.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just certain things you just can't.
Would you do the same for a community center?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Like I think we should bring them back anyway.
Yeah, we definitely need.
You know what I'm saying? Like
definitely need that.
Think about boys and girls clubs. I think we should all that stuff should be brought back. You know what I'm saying? You have to pay to play.
Yeah.
Everywhere now. You know what I'm saying? You can't. I remember days where on the weekend we would go to the baseball fields, and we might tell everybody in the neighborhood, four blocks over, whatever.
We're gonna be out.
Yo, we out there at 12 o'clock.
All day.
We out there. Everybody show up and it wasn't no problem.
Mm-hmm.
But now if you caught on one of these fields, man, they might tell you trespass.
Yep. Where your permit?
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
It's all about $1.
Yeah.
So I mean,
sad.
I don't know, man. I was just thinking about something like that.
That's a good thought. I mean, I think about it all the time, but they call me old man. So I just stay out the way.
You know what I wouldn't do? I wouldn't charge them. But I would say, if you want to make a donation to my company,
you're gonna hit them with they same same medicine.
I'm not. I said I wouldn't know what to charge at church, but we do accept donations.
Donations.
Yeah.
Give them one of their envelopes. If your spirit leads you to leave a little something in my pocket.
Boy, we can't get no views, boy. We going to hell. Anyway, end this show, man.
Hey, man. We appreciate y'all checking in with us. We still having a good time, as y'all see. Since this new year, we've been pretty consistent with giving them a little action.
I mean, we took a whole year off. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't a whole year. Man, screw you, man. It was about 4 months. About 3-5 months. Anyway, man, we try to keep this thing going. If you already don't know, the book club meeting is tomorrow at 4 p.m. It will be via Zoom. You can hit me on Facebook with your email if you want to participate in it. Like I said, it'll be tomorrow. That is March the 15th at 4 p.m.
And a new book will be put up in the group for those that said they don't remember Sean talking about the book club that he talked about for a month. But anyway, a new book will be posted in the group on Monday. So if you're interested in reading with us, look for that book Monday. I try to get it up there by noon, and let's read. Let's read and discuss. How about that? Let's read and discuss.
Read and discuss. We like to hear different perspectives, and that's why we want comments and stuff.
And even if you have a book that you wouldn't mind sharing, you think it's a book that be good for the group, you know what I'm saying? Send that to Sean on the messenger or something.
Yeah, we spoke about that as well. So what we're gonna do with the book club is, like I said, I'll pick the first one. Ralph gonna pick his. Flex gonna pick a book, Orlando gonna pick a book, and then we're gonna go from the people within the group that participate in the group and in the book club, and we'll go that way. That way, everybody get a feel of putting their stuff out there, and we'll choose, accordingly to what's going on and the people that participate. So it ain't just gonna be us; it's gonna be everybody. We want to involve everybody. So that's how we're gonna roll with that. And I said, just stick with us, stick with us, and we appreciate y'all. 18, what you got?
Get out here and enjoy your weekend. Do something safe, but make sure you have fun doing it.
Y'all be easy.
Hold it in the road.